Hey y'all. So I guess because I'm getting ready to read Janet Jackson, yes, I want a little cleave out, so y'all just let me get myself together because it was a certain vibe I was going for you guys on this nice Friday. A nice Venusian vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Libra Sun, South Node, Venus, Fortune, Eros, and I'm a Taurus Ascendant, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very Venusian. Trying to give y'all a nice vibe, a little bit of peekaboo, but not too much. Ew. Okay. Pleasure principle. Oh. I'm about to read Janet Jackson because a subscriber asked me to. And because it is the day of Venus, and I am the closest thing to Venus incarnate that you all will get, as I am Venusian, heavily Venus ruled. I figured I could give y'all what y'all want today. Y'all asked for Nicki Minaj. I just gave y'all a Nicki Minaj reading. Y'all asked for Janet. I'm going to give you a Janet reading. And the only reason I didn't do the Bill Gates reading that my subscriber asked me to is because it's Friday. And people want to be entertained on Friday. It's a lot of entertainment stuff going on. So I felt today was more appropriate to give the people entertainment. Monday or Wednesday, I will do Bill Gates. Bill Gates, yes. Because I actually want to do a Bill Gates reading again. I've read him before on my channel. So yes. But tonight, nobody cares. I felt like if I did Bill Gates tonight, it wouldn't get that many views because nobody cares about that. Wow. There's so much other stuff going on in entertainment. And I have a lot of subscribers that are Barbs. I love that I do, though. I love that I do. I hope I have everybody's fans here because I don't want nobody to feel like I pick on people, y'all. I don't pick on people, y'all. It don't be my opinions, but I gotta speak based on my spiritual courts in the heavens and how they see things. I hope I do have everybody's fans. I hope that if you're here, you are a fan of me, which is why I'm going to ask you that while you're here to subscribe to my channel and not just be here because you want tea on celebrities and stuff. Please subscribe and like me for my gifts and my abilities. I could help you one day. And I do these readings here, especially celebrity readings, in order to show off my abilities to people. It's my marketing tactic. It's how I promote myself. But my real work is my service. I am a servant at heart. So what I really want is for all of you to become clients of me because I feel like I can help you. I can help you better than whomever else you go into. I know a lot of y'all get sucked in by those Etsy, TikTok, and other YouTube readers who do the collectives and it's all about love and all the time. Like, how are all of y'all, every single month, I never see a collective that's not about love. I haven't been in a relationship in 5 years and I have seen people, I don't watch them, but I've seen, if I scroll my YouTube and look at tarot readers and type in Libra Tarot, I'm going to find 11 videos about Libras finding love. And you would think that as a Libra, one of those would be true. No, I've been single for 5 years. So where are the readers that's going to tell me about me being on a hiatus from relationships while I heal and filter out all the past 13, 15 years that I was with one person and that I was going to be healing and that I was going to be going through shit and changes and transforming and shedding skin like Megan the Serpent. Well, nobody told me that but my spirits. Everybody else was like, love, you're going to get love tomorrow. It's going to sweep you off your feet. And you know what? They're going to be filthy fucking rich and you're never ever going to have to worry about a dime again. But you know what? Your girl still has to work. Your girl still has to work. Nobody swept me off my feet. I got on fuzzy socks right motherfucking now. Nobody swept me off my feet. I got on fuzzy socks. My feet are planted firmly on the ground every fucking day. Even when I want to be swept off. Because a girl has needs. But you know what? Nothing. Sorry. I just went off on a tangent. This is why I need you guys to book me as your reader, because I'm not going to blow the smoke up your ass. However, what I am going to do is help you, because I'm never here to tear you down. But in order to build you up, We got to tear down all the fallacies and the lies and the things that other people blow up your ass so that they can get your coin, but never change your life. Once you finish dealing with me, you should not be the same as when you started speaking with me. And that's in consultation wise, and that's when I get my hands on you juju wise. So that's why I do these readings. I don't care about this stuff. It's not the stuff that I feel like is most important, but I know what the people want. And in order for me to, you know, get you guys to come in, I have to compromise and give you guys some of what you want, even if it's not what I want to give you. So with that being said, yes, you guys, I really like to be naked, and I'm really not trying to give you guys the wrong impression of me, but I could really do this with my robe all the way open because it's a little bit hot. And I spend most of my time in undergarments, lingerie, or just a robe, if that, because it's always somebody here at my house. So I got to put on something, which is why I'm always in a robe. But it's because I can take it off as at will and just put it back on when I need to, because I don't like clothes. I don't like clothes at all. And as a Florida girl, I have every right to, because it's hot every fucking day. So with that being said, a subscriber asked me to read Janet Jackson, and I will. Yesterday, I talked about Tina Knowles coming for her, or the day before yesterday. And I'm not going to read Janet Jackson and ask her how she feels about Tina Knowles. If that comes up, it comes up. I'm just going to read Janet Jackson. I actually thought about reading her the other day and didn't. Principle of pleasure. All right. Janet Jackson. This may take me a while because Janet is private, sneaky. I don't have my incense. I don't have my bell. So in order for me to get myself in the right vibe, that's just water. Y'all, let me meditate a bit. Just let me meditate for a bit. Janet Jackson. Janet, Miss Velvet Rope, the pleasure principle herself. Janet Jackson. Janet. You want to know what comes to my mind? Her character she played, Penny. I see little Janet. Janet Jackson. Janet. Is Janet a witch? Does Janet do the juju? Does Janet do the juju? I wouldn't be surprised if she does, because I don't ask that about just anybody. It takes one to know one. I'm trying not to flash you guys, but I don't know how far down you can see. Okay, I don't think you can see that far down. Janet Jackson. I feel the need to speak directly into my cards. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. Janet. Here you are, my dear. Janet, do you do juju? She's cloaked in a black hooded robe. Part of me feels like it's because she likes to be cloaked in her life, her spirit. This is a woman who hides. This is a woman who prefers to live her celebrity life in the shadows of stardom. Where there's light, usually there's a shadow. Janet likes to be in the shadows. Very private. This is the most private celebrity I've read yet. And I'm not talking about play private. No. Some celebrities' private is not private at all. This is somebody who intentionally lives a private life despite being one of the biggest names in celebrity culture. We don't know shit about Janet's personal life. And what we do know, it slipped out. It either slipped out or she wanted us to know. And whatever slipped out, I promise you, there was more to that. But that was covered up really quick. What slipped out was a little seedling. The roots are still very deep. Janet Jackson, my subscribers want to know about you. They want to know about you, your childhood, your life, your personal self. Janet Jackson, we want to know about your soul. I would like to read your soul today, and I would like for you to bear it here with me. Not because you want to, but because you don't have a choice in my courts. I hear her say something about high ranking in relation to me compelling her to speak. Yes, Janet. Yes, you are absolutely correct. I suppose we are sisters. Her soul identifies me as sister. And I know exactly why. Yes, sister. Yes. Speak to me, Janet, and speak to my subscribers. I believe you're safe here with my subscribers. Safe to bear your soul whether you want to or not, but I will peer beyond that black hooded cloak. Talk to me about what you would like to talk about, and speak to me about what you don't want to talk about, Janet. What is in your soul at this moment, Janet Jackson? What is in your soul at this moment, Janet Jackson? What is on your soul right in this moment, Janet Jackson? What says your soul at this very, very, very moment, Janet Jackson? Principle of pleasure. Now, what are we working on? Isn't Janet Isn't Janet preparing for a tour? That's what Janet is working on right now. I'm preparing for my tour. Possibly her very last tour. I don't know why I feel that. This card doesn't make me think that. That's just the energy I feel emanating from this card. This could be her very last one. Crossing her, the Devil in reverse. Who do you want to get away from? The industry itself? Before it starts collapsing on you and on other celebrities. Because you see on the horizon what's going down behind the scenes with celebrities being exposed. As a matter of fact, you saw it up close and personal with Diddy, because on his birthday, there was a picture posted celebrating him, and it was you, Naomi, and Diddy. And that picture got swept away because a few days later, his situation with Cassie started. That picture got scrubbed from y'all pages. Janet, you want to get your last little bit in from the industry and get your tail out before your name, your legacy gets caught up in some mess. And it's threatening to. because the devil in reverse is challenging you. Getting away is challenging you. Recent past, you have led a double life. Two of Pentacles, one by day, one by night. Methinks you always have lived a double life. One by day, one by night. Even in your childhood, even in your youth. Because you were famous as a child due to your brothers. So what we saw, looking from the outside in, to the almighty Jackson name, was just by day. What you experienced, though, in your personal life by night was a lot more tumultuous, a lot more traumatic. I feel like your experience in the industry hasn't been necessarily pleasant. Obviously, because look what happened to your brother. Is that why you want to get out? Before people feel like you are worth more, gone to glory, like they felt with your brother? You want to get out before the same predators that came for your brother come for you and your legacy. Is it Beyonce and Jay-Z, who you feel are working their juju to dethrone you? Is Miss Tina working her juju? Near future. I heard conversations about your ticket prices. But this isn't like hoarding money. This looks like spending money. Releasing something. I'll come back to that. I need to stew on that for a second. As above. Something about the earlier days in your career is on your mind. This whole reading gives me, I need to get out before I get tossed out without my legacy. Something's on your mind about your early days in your career. Something that you did, said, was a part of. This gives me did in the early days of your career that you don't necessarily want to be a part of your legacy publicly. So below, with all the people coming out and speaking out, your concern is that you too might have your tea spilled. Who could make an accusation against you? Because that's what this is. This gives me accusation. Who could implicate you into something that you don't want to be implicated in? Do you think that Jay-Z could possibly be preparing, Jay-Z or Beyonce or somebody behind Beyonce? And I'm only saying that because it feels like with that public, with it becoming public about Miss Tina coming for you, something about that gives, oh, I see what this is about to be. I see what this is about to be. You feel like somebody's going to come try to throw your name into some and maybe what they say might be valid, but in the industry, nobody talks about these things unless they get exposed. And in this area of expose, why are you concerned? Is this one of your dancers? I don't know, Janet. You're concerned, though. You're concerned about some accusations regarding earlier days in your career when you were younger, because both of these are knights. This is you in your above position thinking about what exactly it is that you got yourself into. So below, this is somebody who was also there during that time who could speak on it. Janet, your current actions, your current position in life is your celebrity status. I think you want to maintain your name. You want to maintain your legacy. So I think that you are getting ready to do your last tour so you can get out of the game and retire. Get your last coins before somebody can sabotage your coin. External energy is your tour. I do think that you are getting ready for your tour. Hopes and fears. I hear little Beyonce. Is that how you feel about her? Little Beyonce. I remember little Beyonce. Yep. She's still little Beyonce to me. That's the energy I get. Whatever happened between you and Beyonce when she was little Beyonce, you wanted to stay there. Even if the story ends up in your favor, you don't like this messy stuff. You're not into that industry stuff. You want little Beyonce and her minions to keep it cute and mute because you don't want to have to go back there. Your outcome is, Janet Jackson, you will go on tour, and I believe that you will make it out of the industry scot-free. You're going to go on your tour, and then you're going to start a new phase of your life with I'm sorry, my sister is texting, giving me an update about my niece. Talking slick to her. She talking about she gonna pop her. I bet not. I bet you won't. She's going to start her new life with her child in tow. Now she in there throwing stuff. Be right back. Gotta go grab the belt. I don't want to pause this and have to go and check my sister. Anyways, she better not touch my baby. Janet is going to make it out scot-free. That's her outcome. Whatever plans, there are plans though. Somebody wants to sabotage Janet. They want to tarnish her legacy. My mama told me, do I need to come get her? Somebody wants to tarnish her legacy. You know what I feel like in favor of Beyonce's legacy? This gives me Jay-Z all around, even though I ain't seen him nowhere in these cards. This is a Todd that Jay-Z set up. They say that about Todd. Did Mama Joyce say that, or one of Candy's aunties said that this ain't nothing but a scheme that Todd set up? This ain't nothing but a scheme Jay-Z set up. From now on, Jay-Z is going to be my go-to blame person for everything, even in my personal life. If I do anything, this ain't nothing but Jay-Z, the devil. On the bottom of the deck, though, I do see an effort to possibly tarnish the legacy of whomever. I'm sorry, but I feel like there is an effort for Beyonce to be the one and only next to Michael Jackson. I don't know. It feels like they want to have her siphon the energy of Michael Jackson. Spiritually. Maybe this is why I asked if Janet was doing juju. Maybe she is, to keep Beyonce and Jay-Z's spiritual hands off. She popped her with the shoes. She didn't flinch. She just got fighting lessons from her TT before she left here. Of course she didn't flinch. In my spiritual eye, I see them wanting to harness the energy of Michael Jackson as the greatest of all time. They want that for Beyonce. They are energy harvesting him. If Beyonce looks like she's getting lighter, I don't know if she's doing anything chemically, but spiritually, she's harvesting the energy of Michael Jackson. Spiritually. I've seen them trying to do this with Cardi B to Nicki Minaj. I've seen the same energy harvesting, which is why I'm so easily able to pick it up. And something about that like from Tina going viral. Something about that added to it. It was almost like a test to see how people felt about Janet versus Beyonce. Janet will outmaneuver these attempts to sabotage her. She will make it out. She'll make it out and start her new, whatever she plans to do after her tour, whatever her plans are for herself and for her life moving forward. Her outcome is that she will do that. She will have her new start in whatever it is that she's trying to have her new start in. I would rather look into this devil challenging you, Janet. Janet is having to defend her spot, defend her legacy, and defend her name, defend her spot. Because the B team, the Beyonce team, want her quiet. I don't know. This also gives me, let me get out of the industry before they try to send me to glory and take from me. Like they did for her brother on his last tour. Now, if I didn't see the outcome, I would say, Janet girl, watch out before history repeats itself. Before this is it. Janet is concerned about getting out of the industry before she's pushed out and into glory for the sake of Beyonce. Don't want her charging as much for her shows as Beyonce. Don't feel like she's talented enough in this era. They feel like her time is past. And now, I don't even know what I'm speaking about. I think this is conversations that Tina and crew and those who want Beyonce in and Janet out. It's like Janet is spiritually protecting the energy of her brother from all the vultures in the energy who would like to harvest it. She running up on Jay-Z and them now. She's doing juju to protect herself and protect her energy and protect her brother's energy spiritually. Something about them, she shouldn't be charging as much for her tickets as Beyonce. That was spiritual. That is something that they're doing even by saying that, even by putting that idea, that thought out there, even via social media, putting it into our subconscious. It sets us up for a Beyonce versus Janet legacy. And even if all of us are screaming Janet now, they have something up their sleeves spiritually. The seed is planted now. The seed is planted in our subconscious now. Let me look into your recent past, Janet. It's like Janet doesn't want to be in comparison. She doesn't feel like they are in comparison, but something about their past. Did Janet and Beyonce do any business together? Did Beyonce and Michael, I know that was one of her idols, did they work together somehow? Because I see some kind of collaboration that did or didn't happen between Janet and Beyonce's people. Either it did or didn't happen, or it didn't work out well. Two different breeds of people. In my mind, I keep hearing witch. I feel like I'm doing a reading on a coven of witches. Everybody in here involved is a witch. Janet Miss Tina, Beyonce, Jay-Z, you're yours truly, reader. And I say that because I like reclaiming vulgar and negative terms with negative connotations. I consider myself a healer. A lot of people consider me a witch. So be it. I'm the devil. I'm a bad little bitch. I'm a rebel. Everybody in here is a witch. Everybody in here is juju. However, again, Janet, you do juju. You do juju. You did something to get out of a situation as well too. See, here's family stuff. Here's family stuff too. Here's Beyonce. Shouldn't have said something. Behind the scenes, family, drama, collaboration. Things didn't go right. To me, it looks like there was a collaboration between the Knowles and the Jacksons clans, even if it was in Destiny Child's era. Something went left. Something didn't go right. But, and you know what? This makes me think about a reading that I saw Auntie Sam do today about Janet Jackson. I'm going to have to second her emotion when it came to her reading with Janet, because I do see some family stuff in here. One family looking at another family as if, like, judging them. If you guys know who Celestial Readings with Auntie Sam, Miss Sam, she's a great reader. I can say that because I've read some of the same things she read, and I see some of the same things that she sees. She's the only person on YouTube that I will vouch for, except for Miss Tracy, even though, Miss Tracy, I think you are starting to get too biased, and it's starting to skew some of your readings. You're still accurate, though. You're still my girl. And there's another lady. She didn't do tarot. She read shells. What was her name? Isabel something with an M. She's good too, but she hasn't been on here in so long. I know she was going through things, resettling from, I think, London, the UK, back to Africa where she was. She reads shells though. She was good too, Auntie Sam. But I see something that Auntie Sam said in her reading, and I have to agree with a situation that went down between the Knowles and the Jacksons. And I see one side looking at another's family, kind of judging them about their family history, their family life. It feels like a little bit of jealousy. It also feels like my daughter is better. And now there is a concerted effort to literally replace what we know as the Jacksons with the Knowles, with Beyonce being the new Michael and Janet, by siphoning Michael Jackson's energy, his spiritual energy, his spirit, his literal spirit. See, behind that witch card, I see Beyonce. I don't know if Beyonce ever wanted to do a song with Janet, got turned down. If they did try to do something and there was beef, I see Jay-Z stepping in and ruining something. Did Jay-Z or Matthew Knowles? I heard Auntie Sam say Matthew Knowles tried to gyp someone out of some money doing business with the Jacksons. I think I see that. This would either be Jay-Z or Matthew trying to gyp someone out of some money in a deal. Something that should have been fair and square, not fair and square. Greed for Beyonce. I don't know if this is Jay-Z or if that was Matthew Knowles, but since we're talking about earlier days, I would imagine it's Matthew. And since Auntie Sam said Matthew, I'm going to agree with her. Near future, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, Janet. The Moon in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Is someone going to pry some information out of you about your past? Did they try to bait you into some drama so that they could spread some information about you and tarnish your legacy in favor of Beyonce? Did they try to bait you, Janet? Even though you are trying to avoid speaking on things that went on between you and someone else, someone wants it out so that they can continue trying to bait you. Again, Janet seems to be very well aware of this effort to tarnish her legacy before she can make it out of the industry. Janet, I don't know. In the near future, I don't know if you're going to speak out about something or somebody else will by way of leaking something. Or social media. Something meticulously planted on social media in order to be picked up by blogs. Somebody's doing this on purpose. Somebody wants to sabotage Janet Jackson and tarnish her legacy. Current actions and external energy, your tour. King of Swords in reverse. Five of Wands. Who is trying to bait you, Janet? Somebody's trying to sabotage Janet's tour. On the bottom of the deck again, I see conversations around she shouldn't charge those prices that Beyonce is charging because for her tour. Somebody is trying to really make this a thing. Jay-Z, there you are. Jay-Z, you are on a roll. When it comes to your business, you're on demon time lately with your artist, your wife, Megan Thee Stallion. You are on a roll. I do see that you are a powerhouse in the industry. This is the same card that was coming out from Megan Thee Stallion. Same card that came out behind you, Jay. The power behind these people. The power behind... What are you up to, Jay-Z? I might read you next to see what you're up to these days. Final outcome for Janet. Janet's going to put out a project, a song. Is there a family project coming up with Janet? A song, a movie? Oh, her nephew is getting ready to play Michael. I wonder if she's going to record something for that movie or with that project or with her brother. Since he's going to be playing Michael, Janet did do a song with Michael. I don't know if she's going to have she will probably be helping out with this movie. Since the family is involved, her nephew is involved. Someone will have to play her. Janet will probably get involved with this movie with her nephew coming out. And this will probably be, this movie and Janet's tour will probably be the last projects that we see a big name Jackson do. Janet's definitely going to be helping with that family movie. Legacy intact. Isn't Janet a Virgo too? I don't know. I know she is, but Janet is being guided by the guiding light. Janet is a high-ranking juju lady. She knows the Arabic juju. She knows the Arabic juju. Beyonce now, if Tina is only doing hoodoo, voodoo, African spirituality, nothing's wrong with that. It's strong. Janet, she knows a mixture of things, this Arabic juju, and I'm very familiar with it. So be careful. And this is my message to the Knowles clan. Be careful with Janet. She's meek, she's sweet, she's mild. Spiritually, though, she got some rank to her. She said it the minute I called her in here. Because game recognized game. Careful with Janet. She might throw something at y'all that y'all have never had thrown at y'all before. And that you're not qualified to deal with. And with that being said, that's my Janet reading, you guys. That's what I got from her soul today. Some of you wanted to know about her childhood. I will probably do that another time when it's not as hot. I'm a little bit more comfortable. But that's what Janet wanted to discuss today. And with that being said, love you guys. Bye.